What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast. Proud to bring you this edition. Today, we are talking wide receiver room. This wide receiver room at Ohio State is a freaking pressure cooker. It is balls to the wall. You don't see the field unless you're doing what you got to do, living up to the standard set by Brian Hartline and enforced by Brian Hartline. It's pretty intense, man. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder how these kids do it. I don't know. I don't think I would last half a practice. But so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the second year guys and a little bit about the freshmen. Mostly I want to focus on the second year receivers. These guys accounted for only 48 snaps last year, 2 targets and 2 catches. 2 targets, 2 catches, 48 snaps. That's it. That's the list. So, but of course, you got Marv out there. He was the best wide receiver in the country, hands down. Even Hardline said it. Anybody with 2 eyes could tell he should have been the Biletnikoff winner. Emeka, as far as production goes, was not far behind him. Then you got Julian and Xavier proved to be weapons, legit weapons, and added big plays to the offense. So Brian Hartline said there are a lot of things they have to prove and show. He's talking about the second year guys, obviously. I don't think any box has been checked. Anything that it has to be a receiver at the highest level, to be one of the best in one of the best rooms in the country, they've got a lot of things they need to show, still need to show. So this is a huge, huge spring for the development of the second year guys. Kojo, Caleb Brown, Caleb Burton, Keon Grays. So they're going to get their opportunities. You got Emeka and Julian won't be part of any team drills. They're going to limit the live snaps for Marv and Xavier. There's a lot of reps available. So the opportunity's there. But then you still got Jaden Ballard, then you got the incoming freshmen, 3 already on campus. Coach Day said last week that the truth is that they're really going to get pushed by this freshman group. The 3 guys who have come in have already made an impact, and we've been very impressed with them. So that's saying something. If the head coach in his first media availability is talking about the guys behind you, the freshmen coming behind you. So, yeah. But this is what Brian Hartline strives to create every year, this pressure cooker environment, He said that Hartline said that it's no different than when Emeka and Marvin and those guys came in behind Jackson and Julian. We've had that consistency. I love seeing it so early on. Everyone needs it. The reason why they're here is that they're looking for that. They're chasing the ones in front of them, looking forward to the competition behind them. That's never going to change. Hopefully, we're going to have the same conversation with the guys coming in next year about this freshman class. So Hartline has shown in the past that he'll put freshmen on the field. I mean, think about Chris Olave. He had 165 snaps in 2018 and was a part of the offense by the time the Michigan game rolled around. And Don Brown might remember that. Garrett Wilson played 457 snaps in 2019. Jameson Williams had 153 snaps. Jackson Smith-Njigba and Julian Fleming both went over 100 snaps in the COVID season, the 2020 season. What is it? What did we play? 6, 7, 8 games. Marvin Harrison played 255 as a freshman. Emeka played 122 as a freshman in 2021. So the opportunities are there for year one guys. Unfortunately, nobody showed up from that class last year. So there's a real sense of urgency for these second year receivers. They got to show improvement, and this is, the reps are there, like I said. So Keon Grace said that I feel like I want to be one of those guys to help my team in any way possible. I'm talking to the coaches about finding roles that I can be put in to make sure I can help in any way. Maybe it's special teams. I want to make sure they see me out there. That's a good mindset. That's where you crack the lineup, through special teams. Working as a gunner on he's working as a gunner on punt team. Caleb Brown has been working as a punt returner. Caleb Brown said that that's probably one of my first goals right now, getting on punt return and making an impact there first. Second year wide receivers started to feel a shift last year in their development during bowl practice. It makes spring a little easier to swallow, and more clarity on what it takes. They get a better picture of what it takes to break through at the receiver room, so with a better idea of what it takes, more reps, they got to take advantage of this opportunity. Not all of them will. You got to admit that. Not all 4 guys are going to have what it takes, or just, you're going to have injuries and health issues. So, Caleb Brown also said that it's been a goal for me to become more reliable. There's a certain standard to uphold. And Brian Hartline said, at the end of the day, if I'm going to pull a guy off the field to put you on, you got to do what he does. I'm not going to pull the left tackle off and put the next guy for everybody to feel good. So you got to be able to do that. If he's deserving of that, he'll be out there. And that's true for any position. You got to make sure that's not a drop off if you're going to get the opportunity to get on the field on Saturday. So everybody's got a different timeline, and you got Carnell Tate, Noah Rogers, Bryson Rogers, those 3 freshmen on campus, like I mentioned earlier, Coach Day was impressed with during winter workouts and early spring practice, and Hartline said that, I think the freshmen as a whole have a seriousness about them. They have a purpose about them. They know their plays. They find ways to put good things on film. They have a high standard, so we have to work on not getting down on ourselves at times. There's a fine balance there. The whole group has done a great job. So, yeah, like I said, I do not envy these second-year receivers, man. They are getting the squeeze put on them. So let me know what you guys think. As always, I appreciate your comments, and I reply to every single one of them on a positive, negative, whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this wide receiver room. How do you see it shaking out? Think any of these second-year guys crack the starting lineup or even a rotation? Let me know. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you're listening on YouTube. If you're listening on podcasts, hop over to the YouTube channel and please subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you, and go Bucks.